Hello, kia ora, I'm Philip Duncan. Thanks for joining us for our Tuesday update recorded November the 7th, and we are tracking thunderstorms over the next couple of days around New Zealand and Australia. When we recorded this on Tuesday morning, it was pretty quiet around New Zealand, but we are expecting some thunderstorms and heavy showers to form. You can see the Met Service map on our website. But look at Australia, plenty of thundery weather across the nation, especially up here in Queensland overnight. There were hundreds of thunderstorms that continued right across the night, still going this morning. Now there's a high pressure block between Tasmania and the South Island. That's the reason why there's a cooler southerly flow for New Zealand, but also a cooler flow coming in for the coastal parts of Queensland, pushing inland, and that's where you get those thunderstorms where basically you have that cooler airflow meeting some hotter air inland. Let's take a look at the bigger picture. You can see this block of high pressure between New Zealand and Australia. That's the reason why it's a little cooler around New Zealand, whether it's a southerly, a southwesterly, or a southeasterly. It's all coming really from the south. That's why it's a little bit colder. It warms up in New Zealand later this week. Over in Australia, that cooler airflow comes up and inland, and then northerlies elsewhere. So you've got a mixture of hot and cold going on across Australia. No wonder there are thunderstorms. Let's take a look at lunchtime Wednesday. Apparently yesterday I said the word downpour over 20 times. So today I'm going to say heavy showers instead. We've got southerly winds around New Zealand. So Wednesday, another slightly cooler day around the place. We've got showers here and there. Now some of those will become heavy with isolated thunderstorms. And yes, you're seeing the same thing in Australia. Each one of these blobs basically indicates the risk of thunderstorms or showers, heavy showers forming within them. So they're worth keeping an eye on, and they'll get bigger as you go in towards Wednesday evening. Let's take a look at Thursday, and again, end of the day, thunderstorms, heavy showers forming. Similar story over towards Australia, Grafton, Port Macquarie, could be a couple of thunderstorms there. And then you're seeing heavy showers between Sydney and basically the Alps, getting some bigger forming showers across the day for you, and also some showers and downpours. I said it again there. Thursday around Tasmania. Let's go through to Friday. So the heavier stuff starts to ease. There might still be a few here around the east, but generally speaking, it's a drier, warmer northerly coming in for you. New Zealand, on the other hand, a colder start to the day with high pressure over the top of us. But high pressure is what most of you are wanting. At least that's what you're telling us. So apart from a couple of showers in the north, high pressure in charge. A cold morning or a cooler morning, and it should be a fairly pleasant afternoon. And it stays that way into Saturday. In fact, there's a pulse of heat here. See the red line? That's a sign of tropical warmth coming down. And so it'll be fairly dry, of course, being over the desert, but you'll see Sydney getting up to about 30 degrees and probably 32, 33 inland, which means that warmer airflow will be moving towards New Zealand. You might not notice it so much in the south, but over the next couple of days around the rest of the country, here on Sunday, you see those westerly winds coming in and around the country. So high pressure to the north, westerlies out of Australia. The red line means hotter airflow, and that is all pushing out towards us. Now there's one more feature before we go. It's this low. On Tuesdays, we do a special 7-day Pacific Island video outlook. Now, this is going to be talking about the next possible tropical storm, again forming around Vanuatu next week. It's not locked in, early days, but our video today for the Pacific Islands will cover what is forming up here and what is likely going to happen. Now, remember with El Nino, which is still developing and strengthening, we get more high pressure in this area. So with Lola the other week, we didn't. There was a perfect gap for it to drop straight down. We're not sure what will happen. There's a gap. This is high number 1, high number 2 over there, which means the gap for any low to go between them would be somewhere in this zone. So we'll be watching to see what happens as these highs all move along to the east, and this low stays up there to the north next week, and whether or not it has a chance to drop down after that high, or if that next high will quickly zip in and stop that from happening. So worth keeping an eye on for now. So more details about that in our 7-day Pacific Island video. That's out every single Tuesday now at Weather Watch TV on YouTube. And that's all from me for today. We'll see you again later on. Otherwise, we'll see you again on Thursday. We have no video tomorrow, Wednesday, and I'll tell you why. We're getting ready to launch our new alerting app. So you may not see me on as many videos over the next few weeks as I take a few days off here and there to do that. But It's all because this new app is about to come out. So we're excited about that. Please keep an eye out for our new alerting app. It should be out by December. Fingers crossed. That's all from me. See you again later on.